Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mario Superstar Baseball Analysis. Dennis is here, Tyler is here, Nick is here, Andrew is here, and the guy we're talking about today is the Pink Menace, the Blue Bob, the Yellow Fellow. It's Pianta, the man who, against all odds, moved from the number 32 spot up 16 spaces to number 16, making him an all-important character in the meta, the highest of which someone was willing to rate him was 12. What the fuck? 12. And the lowest, 22, which is where I probably think he should be. But, nevertheless, fucking renaissance. 16 spaces. Clearly he's bringing something to the table. Let's talk about just what that is. I'm just going to point at Dennis.
Yeah.
So, I am perfectly fine for having this be the thing of the future, and that is we've seen him move up 16 spots, and I think it's deservingly so. I think his bat is difficult to hit with, and I don't recommend using him if you're not used to it, because it's going to be an out every time. But I do think the upside is there. I think laser is important. I think he's a big body that can play first, he can play third, he can play second, he can play short. He really could play any of those four positions. A bad arm in the outfield means you can go with a better hitter, cut it off with him, laser at home. We see it happen a lot. I think his charge swing is more deserving of hits than pretty much any of the charge swingers. I think he probably generates the most hits of all the charge swingers on non-homers. He has really good low trajectory up the middle of the field, and I think that while his bat is difficult to hit with, if you do have good contact, it's going for a homer. I think he's better than Wario when it comes to charge swinging. PM, baby. I think he's a great player. I really do.
I think that he is definitely not the worst player in the game, and trending up from 32 is well-deserved. However, I think there was a little bit too quick of a rocket strap to him. I think 16 might be a little too high. Laser's good, like you said, but that bat's just a little too finicky for me. And I'm going to be real with you. It's cool that he broke into the meta from such a low place, but I personally don't even know if he deserves to be in the top 18. I think he might be a good hover around 9th choice. Wow, I didn't get any power. Wow, I really need an infielder.
Yeah, I definitely think that Pink Menace a little bit higher than he's supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be 19th. Personally, that's where I have him on my list. He just misses the meta because I really don't think that he should see every single game. He is a good shortstop, either middle infielder spot, but I like him on short. He's got a good arm. He's got a laser home. However, that bat is, just like Tyler said, so finicky. You got to put in a long time to get that bat working. And if you have the time, then listen, you're going to be better at the game. That's why Dennis is the best. He puts in the most time. And, like, come on, how many hours did you practice with Pink Menace? Like, a lot. Yeah. Who the fuck has that kind of time? Except him. Yeah. But,
yeah, I've got, like, a job and school. Ugh.
And recording sessions with Crit Nick.
Woo! 4:19 a.m.
Yeah, I look at all the characters below him, and I'd rather have Pink Menace on my team, but I look at the characters above him, and I see a lot of characters that sort of fill his same niche, so in a way, I think he sort of has the green dry bones problem. So, if we're ready to move on to that segment, I think I'm...
Wait a minute, I'm gonna try and do a transition. Pink Menace wears a hula skirt, and... hula skirts are trendy. Speaking of trending...
Down.
Okay.
Down.
I'm going to say up, and I say that because I think later on in the video, there's going to be characters that I have on the way down that I think Pink Menace actually fills their spot up maybe a little bit better. While hard to use, why not always on my team, up.
I also hate Dennis.
My mom thinks as well.
All right, all three of us hate Dennis. It's official. He's trending down. Speaking of trending up and down, we have only up to move on this list. Tune in next time for the lucky number 16? 15. We're getting in the top 15. Whack. All right, guys. See you next time. Hope you enjoyed this deep analysis of the Pink Menace.
Bye. And if you want to get more information on this great game, come over to the Discord. Literally any question you have about this game could be answered by any of those guys in a second. They'll answer you literally right away. It might even be me. So the link is down below in the description. And also, we just recently started a Patreon. As of right now, there are no rewards for becoming a patron. We're currently brainstorming things that a patron would do. But we really like bringing you all this content. We put out a video every single day. We really love bringing you this content, and we want the quality of our content to be even better. So we started the Patreon as a way for you guys to chip in and donate so we can upgrade our equipment between controllers, recording equipment, whatever, because we're going off of literally stuff I own, and I pay rent and I have student loans, so it's not the best, but we'd love to update all that stuff for you. So if you want to join the Patreon, the name is right here somewhere, and it'll be in the description as well. So thank you so much, and some sort of rewards for patrons will be coming eventually, so thank you so much. And I want to give a quick shout out to the first 3 people who subscribed to our Patreon: Connor Nace, Jake Winans, and Blake Dubty. That's awesome, guys. I literally made the Patreon today, and 10 minutes in, we already had 2 patrons, and then Blake joined later. So, like, thank you so much. And I'm planning on shouting out our patrons at the end of any produced video. A lot of the games don't go through anything, like any production. They just go straight from the recording setup to YouTube. Anything produced will have the patrons' names at the end of the video. So, thank you so much for being our patrons, and catch you next time.